Oh, hear the word declared to you as he became a man. The Father's passion ceases not for his eternal plan. Wake up and see the time is full. The great exchange has come. The Son of God stands in our place. The Father's will is done. Oh, look and see the ancient Son, though rich, became so poor. With our own poverty he fought, and blow by blow endured. Wake up and see his painful wealth, for this he came to be the treasure of the triune life in our humanity. Oh, see our awful flesh embraced by him who dwells on high. He plunged into our darkness to bring the light of life. Wake up and see amazing grace in flesh the Father known, to share with us within our reach the life that is his own. O Spirit, grant with unveiled face that we this man would see and know his heart and soul and mind, and share his victory. Inspire our empty hearts to run to this vicarious one, and give us fellowship with him, the Father's one true Son, and give us fellowship with him, the Father's one true Son. Good evening, everyone. How are we this evening? Doing all right? Good. My name is Vanessa Kersting, and I'm excited to be here with you all this evening. I'm going to sing a few songs for you this evening, some which will be my own, some are songs that others have written. Like that first song is actually a poem that Baxter Kruger wrote back in 1992. But it should go for maybe an hour, maybe just after an hour. Sound all right with you guys? Yeah? Excellent. There may be parts that I get you to join in on through the night, so get ready. Back in Australia, one of the things that we do is we go, God is good, and then we go all the time. And then we go all the time, God is good. You guys do that here? All right. How about we do it together? God is good. All the time. Do it one more time. You ready? God is good. All the time. This song is called God is Good. Another day, and things aren't going your way. When things go wrong, you wonder how to go on. You feel alone like you're on your own. The pain is real, and it's all you can feel. But there's a light that's shining in the darkness. There is a hope for you and me. There is a love that's flowing through creation, and the truth that sets us free. You see, our God is good. Oh, oh, our God is good. Oh, oh, our God is good. Oh, oh, our God is good. Back here again, and you're right here with sand. You drown in tears, you're paralyzed by fear. But you should know He won't let you go. You're not alone, He's been here all along. And there's a light that's shining in the darkness. There is a hope for you and me. There is a love that's flowing through creation, and the truth that sets us free. You see, our God is good. Oh, oh, our God is good. Oh, oh, our God is good. Oh, oh, our God is good. You're not alone, He's been here all along. Our God is good. Oh, oh, our God is good. Oh, oh, our God is good. Oh, oh, our God is good. Our God is good. Feed her a check, she's not stayed this long. She comes this far but then tries to move on. She's ready to run, she's always done. She wants it over, it has just begun. So let it go, fall in His arms, let it go. He's got you in His hands. Breathe deep and know that He's proud of you. Let it go, fall in His arms, let it go. He's got you in His hands. Breathe deep and know that He's proud of you. Live in His love and be secure. She's holding on so tight, afraid to let go. She's gotta feel that she's in control. But as love meets her insecurity, she'll learn to trust again. She'll learn just how to be. So let it go, fall in His arms, let it go. He's got you in His hands. Breathe deep and know that He's proud of you. Let it go, fall in His arms, let it go. He's got you in His hands. Breathe deep and know that He's proud of you. Live in His love and be secure. He's got you, He loves you. He'll never leave your side, and He holds you, and He knows you. No need to run and hide. He's got you, He loves you. He'll never leave your side, and He holds you, and He knows you. No need to run and hide. So let it go, fall in His arms, let it go. He's got you in hands. Breathe deep and know that He's proud of you. Let it go. his arms, let it go. He's got you in his hands, break deep. You know that he's proud of you. Just live in his love and be. Just live in his love and be. Just live in his love and be secure. I think I may be regretting that pasta I had for lunch. So, we were joking about Leonard Skinner earlier, but I wanted to play for you an Australian song this evening. But I wondered if you might be interested in joining in this song with me. You up for a little bit of singing tonight? Yeah? All right. So this song is kind of like our Sweet Home Alabama. And so whenever it plays, wherever it plays, if you're Australian, you start singing at the top of your lungs, kind of like you get into the whole Sweet Home Alabama sort of thing. Yeah. So this is our song that we all really love. It was a song that was recorded by a gentleman called John Farnham back in the 80s. In the 90s, Rebecca St. James did a cover of this song. And last year, her brothers for King and Country actually did a version of this song too. So as you can tell, us Aussies, we really like this song, right? So what I wanted to do is teach you a part of the chorus. And it's a little bit tricky, but I'll sing it for you and you can tell me what you think. All right, you ready? It's like this. You're the voice trying to understand it, make a noise or make it clear. And then the part I'll get you to do is, whoa, whoa. What do you think? I watched some of your eyes going, what on earth is that? So what I tell everyone, I sing this at most of my gigs, and what I tell everyone is really, even if you sing like this, through like the whole song, you're going to sound like most of the Australians who try to sing along to this song as well. So you want to give it a go with me? We'll do it a couple of times together, see if you can get the hang of it, or at least a hang to get through. So, you're the voice trying to understand it, make a noise and make it clear. And then we go, whoa, whoa. Yeah? We're not gonna sit in silence, we're not gonna live in fear. And then again, whoa, whoa. All right, let's do it one more time. You're the voice trying to understand it, make a noise or make it clear. Whoa, whoa. We're not gonna sit in silence, we're not gonna live with fear. Whoa, whoa. You got it? Yeah, look at that. See, it's great. So this song is called You're the Voice. And it's, I guess, a song about kind of unifying us, right? So often we can look for the things that make us different to another person. And so this song encourages us to look for those ways that we're similar. So we are all someone's daughter. We are all someone's son. And let's focus on those things, perhaps, instead of focusing hard on those things that make us not the same. So focus on the similarities rather than the differences. And it also is a song about speaking the truth and hope, and being that voice of truth in the community, and standing up for what is good and right. So yeah, this is our little Aussie anthem. we have a chance to turn the pages over. We can write what we want to write. Gotta make ends meet before we get much older. We're all someone's daughter. We're all someone's son. How long can we look at each other down the barrel of a gun? All right, you ready? Here we go. You're the voice trying to understand it, make a noise and make it clear. Whoa, whoa, we're not gonna sit in silence. We're not gonna live in fear. Whoa, whoa, you guys did good. This time, you know we all can make it better. With the power to be powerful, believing we can make it better. We're all someone's daughter. We're all someone's son. How long can we look at each other down the barrel of a gun? All right, you ready for this? Sing You're the Voice. Here we go. You're the voice trying to understand it, make a noise to make it clear. Whoa, whoa, we're not gonna sit in silence. We're not gonna live in fear. Do it one more time. You're the voice. You're the voice trying to understand it, make a noise and make it clear. Whoa, whoa, we're not gonna sit in silence. We're not gonna live in fear. Whoa, whoa. There we go. You are officially Australian. You're the voice. You're the voice. I can't see and I can't hear. I'm paralyzed to know what's true. So much noise in my head, I'm overwhelmed. Please still my soul. Help me to see through your eyes the value placed on my life. Oh, help me to see who you know me to be, and help me to hear the melody, the song you're singing over me. Help me to see who you know me to be. The landscape is shifting. I'm moving now into what's true. My mind is seeing more clearly now. your truth. Help me to see through your eyes the value placed on my life. Oh, help me to see who you know me to be. And help me to hear the melody, the song you're singing over me. Help me to see who you know me to be. Who you know me to be. Yeah. Who you know me to be. Has anyone here ever had a day where you don't feel good enough for something? No? Okay. So I'll tell you about me. No. Anyone had a day where you don't feel smart enough or beautiful enough or young enough, or, you know, the list can go on and on and on, like of I am not something, right? You guys ever have days like that? Yeah. As I've kind of traveled around, it seems like this is a pretty common thing that we have as humans, these kind of I am nots. And Graham spoke a little bit about it this morning, even in his message, these things that are not true that we still believe. And for me, like some days I just get stuck in these I am nots, right? Just bogged down in believing these things that are not true. And a few years back, I really felt Jesus kind of coming back at those I am nots and saying, when I would go, I'm not loved enough, Jesus would be like, you are loved so much more than you know. When I would say, I'm not beautiful enough, Jesus would say, you are beautiful, you are wonderful. When I'd say, I'm not worth very much, or I don't matter, Jesus would come back at that and say, you are worth so much more than you know. And the beautiful thing is that, yes, these are truths that Jesus was speaking to me, but it's the truth that he speaks to each and every one of us over and over and over again. He never gets tired of reminding us over and over. We are loved more than we can imagine. You do matter, and you are worth so much more than you know. And the really cool thing is that no lie can change the truth of what Jesus says. We may not be able to hear it, we may not be able to see it, but it doesn't change the truth of what he speaks and thinks about us. That last song is really a prayer of mine on those days when those lies are hard. And it's sometimes all I can say, help me to see through your eyes who it is that you say that I am, because I can't see that right now. And help me to hear your voice telling me how proud you are of me and that I am loved, because right now I can't hear that. So help me to see through your eyes those truths that you are speaking. You know, Jesus stands in the middle of our pain, in the middle of our brokenness, and he says, these lies that you believe about yourself, this is not who you are. This is not your identity. This is not who you were created to be. Come and sit and let me tell you who you are, because you are mine, and nothing can ever change that. You know, sometimes those lies can get overwhelming, but the truth is always louder than the lies. But this song is a song for those days when we do need that reminder of that hope and that truth. It's called For All the Times. For all the times you don't get told, hear me say I love you. This is not who you are. This is not who you are. You're mine. You're mine. For all the times it gets too much, hear me say I love you. For all the times that you were told that no one would care, feel my heart beat for you. For all the times you don't feel good enough, and you say you're worth more than you know. This is not who you are. This is not who you are. You're mine. You're mine. For all the times it gets too much, feel my arms hold you. This is not who you are. This is not who you are. You're mine. You're mine. For all the times you don't get told, hear me say I love you. So I know I sound like I'm not quite from round here. I have a southern accent, an Australian southern accent, not the hey y'all, but I come from Australia. I come from a town called Adelaide. We are one of the capital cities around Australia. We have about, I think it was 1.6 million in our town. So we have beaches to the west of us. We have vineyards to the north of us. So it's quite a pretty little spot that we have in Adelaide. But most of Australia is by the coast. That is true. We do like our beaches. We actually, as a country, were settled, or some people from England came over to Australia. If you broke the law, there was a time and place. If you broke the law in England, you were put on a ship and sent to Australia. So you stole a loaf of bread, over to Australia. So our first police force was made up of the most well-behaved convicts. I don't necessarily know what that says about us now, but we do have quite an interesting history, like a lot of countries. We have some different sports to you guys. So obviously we call football soccer, that sort of thing, but we also have a different type of football. So ours is called the Australian Football League. Has anybody ever watched an AFL game? Yes, there we go, one. But it's different. So instead of, you know how you guys pass the ball to each other? So we kick it. You're not allowed to throw it. You have to like either do this handball thing or you got to kick it. And you have 4 posts to get it between rather than just the middle goal like you guys have. But one of the other main differences, we don't wear any padding. So we just hip and shoulder each other and, you know, all that sort of stuff. But we also play a game called cricket. Has anyone ever heard of cricket? Yeah. I heard that there's a team, actually, a cricket team in Texas these days. So that's exciting. But yeah, grew up playing backyard cricket with my cousins, so that was quite fun. We try very hard to break the stereotypes of Australia. Like, come to Australia, you might accidentally get killed by the wildlife or the spiders or anything like that. But it seems that we do have some of the most venomous spiders and snakes in Australia. We try very hard to, if people say, do you really have kangaroos bouncing everywhere? I like to say no, but when I was home 2 years ago, I was walking to the bus stop and I heard a rustling in the bushes and thought it was the neighbour's dog just coming out to greet me. Instead, it was a kangaroo just bouncing next to me on the road as I'm going to the bus. So we try to break these stereotypes, right? But there are fun moments like that where we do get to enjoy our wildlife. So we have kangaroos, we have koalas, we have platypuses and wombats and drop bears and lots of other fun stuff in Australia. But one of my favourite things that I miss is our food. So I miss our food some days. We have a thing called chicken salt, which when we have a lot of fish and chips, right? Because most of the country's on the coast, so we have fish and chips. And you put chicken salt on your hot chips, and it's very, very tasty. It's very un-Australian not to like chicken salt. So if you ever go to Australia, ask for chicken salt. We also have a thing called a pavlova. It's a nice dessert made with egg whites. You know when the peaks are firm enough, when you hold it over your head and it doesn't drop on you. That's the way you tell. We have pies and pasties. We have fairy bread. And we have another thing called Vegemite. Has anyone tried Vegemite here? Ooh, what was the verdict? Never again. Fair call. Did anybody try it and like it? This could be awkward and embarrassing, right? No, Vegemite is very interesting as a flavour, right? It's a very strong flavour. And you have to get the way you have it right, otherwise it will ruin you for life. So Baxter says it looks like tar in a jar, and it does. It's like this thick black consistency, but it has such a strong flavour you don't want a lot of it, right? And you know how over here when you make a sandwich, you put like a fair layer on your sandwich? So your peanut butter and jelly, like your peanut butter and jelly is quite thick, or your ham sandwich is like this. You don't want to do that with Vegemite. It will leave your eye twitching for a very, very long time, right? It is, it's this salty goodness. They call it a yeast extract. Yeah, so if you ever have the opportunity to try it and you are feeling brave, get the person to put it either on like a piece of toast or a cracker with lots of butter and then the tiniest bit of Vegemite. But when you think tiny, you want to halve that. So it's like, it's a smidge, like it's a tiny, tiny bit of Vegemite on a lot of butter on a piece of toast or cracker. And then you might favourite. I think one of the things for us Australians is we grew up on it, right? So, you know, when you grow up on it, it's not too bad. It's kind of like chicken gizzards and stuff like that. I can't do that, but well, you know, I do like a little Vegemite. I do like a bit of Vegemite, and there was a song written a while back by a band called Men at Work, and in that song they mentioned Vegemite. Anyone know that song? Yeah? So I feel like I can sing it tonight because I come from a land down under, and it's true, right? I do, where women glow and men plunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. You want to sing it with me? Sing it together. I come from a land down under. I mean, you're already Australian, you know you're the voice, right? Traveling in a Friday combi on a hippie trail, head full of nothing. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me out and gave me breakfast. And she said, I come from a land down under, where women glow and men plunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Traveling in a Friday combi, that's the first verse. What's the second verse? Oh, met a man from Brussels. There we go. Met a man from Brussels. He was 6'4", full of muscles. I said, do you speak my language? And here it is. And he just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. There we go. I come from a land down under, where women glow and men plunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Laying in a den in Bombay, with a slack jaw and not much to say. I said to the man, you trying to tempt me, because I come from a land of plenty. I come from a land down under, where women glow and men plunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. You better run, you better take cover. You better run, you get me a Vegemite sandwich. There we go. All right, you up for some more singing? Yeah? All right. So we've done some warbles. We've done a little bit of land down under. Now we are going to do some hey yeahs. You up for some hey yeahs? Yeah? Hey yeah, that sounds good, right? All right, so this goes... Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, you can do that with me? A little easier. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let's do it again. Hey yeah. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. One more time. Let's do it one more time. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, you got it? Sweet. All right, so that part will come in a little later towards the end of the song, but we'll sing it together. We'll sing some hey yeahs. This song is another poem of Baxter's called Across All Worlds. Goes like this. Across all worlds he came for us, with Father's passion burning, with strength unknown in spirit's fire. He fought for our undoing, feel its joy, its fantasy in the night, that we may know as He has known the everlasting life. So awake, my child, you feel laid down, there's hope for which you long. The night is day, the sun is come, the Father's heart is strong. All right, you ready for Hey Yeah? Here we go. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let's sing Hey Yeah. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. Hey yeah. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. One more time. Hey yeah. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. So awake, my child, you feel laid down, there's hope for which you long. The night is day, the sun is come, the Father's heart is strong. All right, you ready for Hey Yeah? Here we go. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. Hey yeah, here we go. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey yeah. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. One more time. Hey yeah. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Thanks for joining in. When my world is shaking and I feel it's hard to find, when I am barely breathing and I long for peace of mind, when the tears won't stop rolling, I've nothing left to give. Remind me you're still with me as long as I live. You are here with me, here with me. Even when I cannot see, cannot see. Yes, you are here with me, here with me. All the time. And you are holding me, holding me. Even when I cannot see, cannot see. Yes, you are here with me, here with me. All the time. When all I see are pieces and things aren't going as planned, when everything's crazy and I can barely stand, when my heart is aching, there's no place left to hide. You are still redeeming from the inside. You are here with me, here with me. Even when I cannot see, cannot see. Yes, you are here with me, here with me. All the time. And you are holding me, holding me. Even when I cannot see, cannot see. Yes, you are here with me, here with me. All the time. All right, there is another thing that we do in Australia. We go one hand here, and then we bring another hand here, and then we put them together. We call it a clap. You guys clap here? You want to help me keep a beat for this song? Yeah? All right. All right, here we go. Hey, 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 hey. 'cause you are here with me all the time. And you are holding me, even when I cannot see. 'Cause you are here with me all the time. Thanks for joining me. Well, back in 2005, almost to the day, I came on my first trip to the US. So 20 years ago this month. It was something at the time that I was really looking forward to, you know, for a kid from Australia, kind of to get on the big plane and come over and see some stuff. You know, we'd seen it on the television, but I'd get to see it in person, right? And so I was coming over, I was going to go to a couple of concerts. I was going to go visit my cousin and some other friends and spend some time in Nashville. So it was going to be, something that I was really looking forward to. But it didn't quite go as planned. So the flight from Sydney to Los Angeles, which was one of the most common at that time, was about 14 and a half hours, so non-stop. And I was pretty excited, right? Going on an airplane that serves free food. So I was like, bring it to me. And obviously anything on my plate, I was game, I was going to eat it. But it turns out that's not the best way to go about flying, because there was a shrimp salad on my on my plate for lunch, and it ended up by about 7 hours in, that shrimp salad was not good. And I started getting food poisoning on this flight. So the last 7 hours were quite interesting, not necessarily what you'd want on a flight. But we landed, I made it through immigration. I don't know how, I was kind of crab crawling through. But I made it through, but couldn't go any further. I didn't make it through customs. I was just stuck there for a while. And eventually I made it out and spent my first night in hospital in Los Angeles. So welcome to America, getting pricked and prodded. So I missed my first concert, but I did go and see my friends down in Atlanta, and I was meant to go then from Atlanta down to Jackson, Mississippi. But if you remember, 20 years ago, there was a thing called Hurricane Katrina that came through, and that was the time that I was meant to be in Mississippi. So we all were on the phone trying to find me somewhere to go, because I was actually meant to stay with the Krugers, but that wasn't the right time to be going and staying with them. So I ended up flying over the top of Katrina and landing in Nashville airport 10 minutes before they closed the airport due to the weather that was coming through. And for me, I used to love the movie Twister, right? I loved that movie until that night. So we went out and we were staying with some people that lived a little bit further north of Nashville, so they were more in a country area, so you would never have heard the warning signs, like the sirens, going off. So we were relying on, the other sounds, and in the movie, when the wind chimes start getting faster and faster, that's when the tornadoes come, and I was sure we were going to have a tornado, but thankfully we didn't. It was a messy time for a lot of people, but we got through that night, which was good. But definitely, again, not kind of the thing I was envisaging on my trip, right? And then these people that I was staying with, we ended up moving them into a new house because they were also from Australia and had just arrived in the country 14 days before I landed on their doorstep due to Katrina. And they had a property that they were going to be renting, and it was on a nice bit of property, but it had long grass and it was in the woods and stuff, and it hadn't been treated for ticks. And I got bit by a tick, and I got Rocky Mountain spotted fever. So Katrina, food poisoning, that my cousin used to joke, you could be the poster girl for come visit America. Look what can happen, right? But it was only a really short trip too, like two and a half weeks. So it was like a quite crazy period, right? But there's moments, right, in our lives where it feels like the rug is just completely pulled out from under us. And this was definitely one of those times for me. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know which way was up. I remember in the airport when I was sick with the food poisoning, I worked out how to call home, and I called my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I just want to come home. And she was like, no, because obviously when you're sick, you don't want to be getting on a 14-hour flight back home. But that was the best thing that she could have said to me, because I would not be here had she not said that to me at the time. And but you know, life can get crazy, and there are days where we don't know which way is up. We don't know how we're going to put that next foot in front of us, and it can be really hard and grueling sometimes. You know, I go through peaks of anxiety and depression, and some days I just bottom right out. And the beautiful thing, though, is that even when life is crazy, even when we bottom out, even when we don't know how we're going to take that next step forward, even in the midst of those moments, we are never alone, and we are held in those moments. You know, my mum gave me a key ring before I left, and it turned out to be quite a great verse for me. It had Joshua 1:9 on it. I was like, do not be discouraged, do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And you know, whether we are here in Phoenix, whether we're in another state, whether we're at the grocery store, whether we're in another country, it doesn't change the fact or the promise of Emmanuel. God is with us, always. Even when we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, even when we cannot see the way out, God is with us, holding us, reminding us who we are. So that night, 20 years ago, my parents had bought me this journal, right? And it was a journal that I was supposed to be writing down all the fun stuff that happened on my trip. It only lasted for a couple of days and I put it away. But this particular night, I got this journal back out because I didn't know what to do. I was with people that I didn't know. My world was shattering. And so I pulled the journal out and started just writing down a bunch of thoughts and that sort of thing. But I didn't look at it again for like another 6 months because it was such it was a painful time in my life, right? I didn't want to look at it. I didn't want to think about it. But eventually I pulled it out, and the words in it were reminders that even in that moment, even when I was in another country, in a stranger's house, I still wasn't alone. And so that poem that I had written, I ended up turning into a song. And I wanted to share that song with you this evening. It's called Never Alone. And the bridge of it goes, when you think your life's undone and you've nowhere left to run, feel my arms around you, holding you so tight. When you start to feel afraid and your courage starts to fade, no matter where you are, I am right here with you. So this is that song from my first trip. You're standing on unfamiliar ground. I know you're searching for that old familiar sound. No, I am with you I see you breathe deep for the courage that you need. I know you try to be strong, but you're feeling so weak. No, I am with you always. You are my beloved child, the apple of my eye. I know you feel alone, and you think you're on your own. You are beautiful to me. If you could only see, you're part of me. You are never alone. I see you crying in the middle of the night. I see you fall apart when you think everyone's out of sight. No, I am with you always. You are my beloved child, the apple of my eye. I know you feel alone, and you think you're on your own. You are beautiful to me. If you could only see, you're part of me. You are never alone when you think your life's undone and you've nowhere left to run. Feel my arms around you, holding you so tight. When you start to feel afraid and your courage starts to fade, no matter where you are, I'm always right here. Ooh, I'm right here. You are my beloved child, the apple of my eye. I know you feel alone, and you think you're on your own. You are beautiful to me. If you could only see, I'm with you. You are never alone. Oh, I'm with you. You are never alone. Oh, I'm with you. You are never alone.
I'm Graham Sellers, lead pastor here at Wonderful Mercy Church. Vanessa, thank you so much for being with us. When I spoke with Vanessa about coming out, she said, you know, I'm going to be doing something in your neck of the woods, you know, in Arizona and other places, and here's when I'm available. And so we set it up, and I learned from her today that the trip fell through. And she came out just for us, just for Wonderful Mercy. And I want to thank you for that, Vanessa. And I want to encourage you as we receive a love offering for her. And Sam, if you'd put that slide up for me, please. To be generous. You know, this is not a bait and switch. It is a genuinely free concert. But if it's on your heart to support Vanessa and her ministry and her music, there are multiple ways you can do it. As she sings the next song, you can place cash or checks in the burlap sack that is on the cross there. Checks payable to Vanessa Kersting. She has Square Pay for credit cards if you want to do that. And she also has Venmo at Vanessa-Kersting. And when you give to her tonight, you are really funding a ministry in which she is going all over the United States and in other countries and reminding people that they matter, that they're worth something, that they are just like their Father who made them, in whose image they are created. And so I bless you as you give tonight. Again, cash and checks in the burlap bag and these electronic ways to give. If you want to talk to Vanessa after this concert, she'll be in the cafe here at the merch table. And so if you want to ask her any questions, you want to pick up things, we'd encourage you to do that. So would you thank Vanessa again for being with us today? Thanks, Vanessa.
Be still, be here in this moment. Know you're not alone. Be still, know you're not forsaken. I am here, I know. Be still. Drives me crazy, I need to let go. One day at a time, I'm learning slowly, just be still and know that you are the peace. Inside this chaos, I just need to breathe. Be still, be here in this moment. Know you're not alone. Be still. Be still. You know, if he clothes the lilies of the field and feeds the birds every day, how much more will he care for us? Show you, sorry, my bad. So I wanted to show you a couple of things. Up the back, I've got some t-shirts. I got this one, like I've got on. There's 4 t-shirts. There's hat, beanie. There's some magnets. There's CDs, and there's these really cool things. So this is a koala, right? But it sounds a little mean. You pull his head off, right? But it's a USB, so people don't tend to have CD players in their car anymore, right? So this has the music on it, and so you just plug it into the car, and it would play the songs as if it was a CD. But this particular koala, I only have a couple of left, but this one has all of my music on it. So it's got over like 80 songs on it. so 9 albums. So if you're keen to grab a USB, they'll be up the back. But yeah, only a couple of koalas left. But this CD is my latest CD. It's not yet released. So again, there's a few copies of that up the back if you want it. But yeah, soon to be released CD called The Collection. And this last song that I want to play for you is off that CD. You know, wherever I go to kind of share music, there's kind of 3 things that I hope people will walk away being reminded of. The first is that God is good all the time, always has been and always will be good. The second is that you are loved so much more than you can possibly dare to imagine or dream. You always have been loved and you always will be loved. The heartbeat that beats through creation is the same heartbeat that beats for you. And so that's the second thing, you are loved. The third is that God is with us. The promise of Emmanuel is real. God has always been with us, will always be with us, and is with us right now. And so this last song is called All Along, because love has been here all along. You are loved more than you can dream. You are loved more than anything, better than everything you've seen, wilder than all imagining. Yes, it's true. I love you. All right, do you remember that thing that we did, the Aussie thing, where we go one hand, one hand? Yeah? You guys reckon you can help me to keep a beat for this last song? We'll do it together. Sometimes it feels like you're on your own, fighting a battle nobody knows. The pain is heavy, deep inside your soul. I want you to know you're not alone. You will love more than you can dream. You will love more than anything, better than everything you've seen, wilder than all imagining. Yes, it's true. I love you. Tears stream like rain on your face from the warmth of love's deep embrace. Your soul breathes for the first time in so long, 'cause love has been here all along. You will love more than you can dream. You will love more than anything, better than everything you've seen, wilder than all imagining. This is true. I love you. This is true. I love you. Thank you so much for coming out this evening and being good sports and joining in.
Thank you so much, Vanessa, for being here. Let's give her another big hand. This is a great show. Just want to remind everybody that Vanessa will be back there in the cafe area at the merchandise table. So if you want to go say hi and check out the stuff that she brought and continue to help support her, thank you all for coming out tonight. We're so glad to see you. For those of you that are interested, we'll be back here next Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. and we'll fire up the whole band. You want to play again next week? You're welcome anytime. Next time you're in town, Come back. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful night.